Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just concentrating on the filming.
Okay.
Yeah, can I just take your numbers, please? Are you filming me?
We are, yeah.
Yeah, you are now. Yeah,
With you and
okay.
text the phone.
Yeah. Can I?
You can take the numbers, mate. 3406.
Thank you very much.
We've only come out.
Can I take your number, please?
3026, and I'm the sergeant, Scott Manning.
You're the sergeant. Okay, thank you very much.
What's happening then? What are we doing today?
Just filming in public. Yeah.
But why around a police station? Because obviously, with it being a premises with police officers inside.
Is this a colleague as well?
Yes.
Yeah, you've come to engage with me? Yeah.
We're in 24252.
All right, thank you very much. Sorry.
But with it being a police, where police are,
Yeah.
there's obviously a level of security that we'd be concerned about.
Okay.
Do you not agree with that?
My comment will be no, I don't agree with it. Although, yes, I agree that you should come out and engage with me. That's perfectly fine.
That's what we're doing, isn't
Yeah,
it?
no, that's
Just
fine.
asking you,
Yeah.
Why a police station?
Well, it's a social experiment that I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Explain exactly what that means.
Well, I don't have to explain. I mean, don't answer me like that. I mean, if we're going to have a conversation.
Can I ask you what your social experiment is then, please?
Okay. Well, there's been some abuse around people filming in public, and the police have abused powers. Yeah, and because they've abused powers, am I legally right to be standing on this pathway filming you?
Yeah.
Well then, so basically that's what it is. It's to see what sort of interaction I'm going to get by doing a legal activity. Yeah.
Okay. Do you not see, from the point of view of the police officers, that the vulnerability for us when we're coming in and out, and
so
not everyone's going to know who you are?
Fair enough.
And immediately that's going to maybe cause them some concern. Do you not think you have some sort of civil duty to try and sort of help the police to be able to feel a little bit more comfortable coming in and out of the police building?
Okay.
The sergeant asks if the auditor feels a civil duty to make officers feel comfortable. This is manipulation right out of the gate. Article 10 of the Human Rights Act protects the freedom of expression, which includes filming in public. There is zero legal requirement to identify yourself or justify lawful behavior because it makes police feel nervous. The auditor doesn't owe them comfort. They owe him respect for his rights.
I'm gonna say to you, right, one thing. If what I'm doing is legal,
no, I haven't asked you if it's
no,
legal.
but if it's legal, it's not a matter of what you just said to me. It's a legal activity, so therefore I can do it. So by your explanation to me, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's also a legal activity, so you've got to respect that I can do it.
At no point have I said that you can't.
No, I know you haven't,
so I asked you a
but that's the
question,
conversation, and it'll go round.
You refuse to answer that. You don't feel that you've got.
Do I have to answer it?
No.
Well, I've just given you my answer. I just said to you that because it's a legal activity and I can do it, from what you just said, negates it being a legal activity. If it was unlawful, then you can turn around and say, oh, do you know what, we're scared because you're doing something which isn't unlawful, you'd come and arrest me. But because it's legal, I can understand the concern. Don't get me wrong, I'm not being antagonistic, right, or anything like that. Yeah, of course I can understand the concern, but because it is legal, the concerns doesn't outweigh my right.
Notice the auditor is more measured and knowledgeable than the trained officers. He acknowledges their concerns while firmly holding his ground. The sergeant wants compliance dressed up as conversation, but the auditor isn't budging.
So therefore, you're coming, you're talking to me, yeah? And that's what you're supposed to do. If you want to turn around and say, oh, we want to try to figure out what you're doing and stuff like that.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, no, that's just what I'm trying to say to you, yeah, then that's fine. And if that's the case and you've figured out that I'm doing a legal activity, then that should be the end of the conversation, really. I mean, you can come, you can give your opinion, you can tell me whatever you want to tell me, but all I'm going to say to you is, I ain't doing nothing wrong. And top and the bottom of it is that...
I get that's what you're saying. We're just asking you why you're not doing anything wrong.
Because it says so, it's a law.
No, you've said you're doing a social experiment. We've said what sort of experiment you're doing. That's all we've asked you.
No,
there's a lot of things that are not legal. Listen a second. I could go home.
No, actually, I don't have to listen a second, but I'll let you carry on.
I thought you said we're having a conversation.
No, I'll let you carry on. Well, it's not a conversation with consent. You guys have come up to me to stop me filming legally, and then you're trying to say stuff to me. Okay, but now you're trying to put your opinion onto me, which isn't what...
Did you say we're having a conversation?
Yes.
Conversations go two ways.
I know, but didn't you hear what I just said?
If it doesn't go both ways, it's just someone talking to someone.
Yeah, but does it have to be that I have to stand and listen to what you got to say? You're asking me stuff. I'm saying to you that if you want to ascertain, oh look, loads more. Can I get numbers and stuff? So are they going to identify? Okay, fair enough.
Right,
Even though you should
let
identify
me
again.
just explain where I am with this.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I know you've explained this is a social experiment.
Yep.
We've got no way of actually testing that. Really.
Well,
Yeah,
the
this
way
is
that
your
you're
opinion,
testing
and
it.
the fact
Okay,
that
let you
this
finish
is
first.
the fact that this is quite a vulnerable premises. With police officers coming in and out. Quite recently, we've had quite a lot of attacks and people that have been attacked coming in and going out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to detain you for the purpose of the search.
Okay.
Using the powers of the Terrorism Act.
Okay. Before you do that, can I just ask you to look in my backpack, in the pocket, in the back pocket, yeah? And there's a bit of paper in there, yeah? It's a NCPP police advice in regards to Terrorism Act.
Okay, well, we're
yeah?
not searching
No,
to
no, no.
find that.
I'm
So
just
what I'll
saying,
do
it's got the
is I've
Terrorism Act.
explained the
Okay,
reason
if you want to
behind
search me, that's
why.
fine.
If
That's
I've
fine.
explained
This is absolutely outrageous. Section 43 of the Terrorism Act allows officers to search someone they reasonably suspect to be a terrorist, not someone filming. The legal threshold requires objective grounds to be based on specific intelligence or behavior consistent with terrorism. The National Police Chiefs Council has warned forces not to misuse these powers for routine photography. And the auditor literally has that guidance in his bag, and the sergeant hasn't bothered to read it.
Don't agree to it, but okay.
I've
What
explained
can
the
I say?
power, right? And I've also told you my name. My name's Scott Manning. I'm one of the sergeants for the Territorial Support Group. We work out of this building here in Chapel Heath.
And I just ask if you've got any credible information on terrorism.
Could I
Can I ask you that?
just explain what I'm going to explain and you can talk to me after?
Okay, fair enough. Yep.
You're detained for the purpose of search, which means you can't leave at the moment. You're not under
Fair enough.
arrest.
Okay, yeah.
You can't leave until I've completed my search. When I've
Fair enough.
finished, I'll fill out a stop slip, which will have all the powers listed on it and the reasons behind why.
Okay.
Okay, do you understand all of that?
I believe it's an unlawful search.
Well, I didn't ask you what your opinion was.
When the auditor challenges legality, the sergeant responds with, "I didn't ask what your opinion was." That is pure contempt for rights. The sergeant doesn't see someone with legal protections. He sees a problem to be controlled. This is authoritarian policing caught on camera.
No? Okay, fine. Okay, I think I should just take that.
Yeah,
for
can
a
I just put
moment,
this on the floor then, please?
please? Yeah, it's fine,
Yeah?
yeah, it's fine. Right. What's your name, please?
I'm not going to give my name. I'm not going to.
Because I'm not in uniform, mate. That's me.
Okay,
Alright.
no problem.
If you're chalice in the same building, I just assist with the search.
Yes, please. That one.
I'll do that.
You got anything on you you shouldn't have?
No,
Okay, you got anything on you that's sharp or could injure me or anything like that?
no. That's what I'm telling you about. Yeah. Police advice, suspicion of having reasonable grounds, suspicion, and all that. Yeah.
On reasonable grounds also comes from people not engaging with us and telling us
Oh,
what
but I
they're doing.
do this on camera, but you can say differently. It's on camera. It's on camera. Well, there you go. It's on camera. It's on your video camera as well. My engagement.
What, saying I'm doing an experiment? And then
Yeah,
what I said,
of
what sort of
Absolutely shocking. 5 officers now surround one man with a camera. The auditor correctly calls this out. One officer even tries to claim the auditor didn't engage in the beginning. This is gaslighting while being filmed. The auditor engaged from the start. He explained his purpose clearly and stayed polite even under pressure. But because he wouldn't give his name and wouldn't stop, they're rewriting history. This video proves otherwise.
Yeah, but considering, are you finished with the search?
I've finished with the search. I've
Okay,
just got to
thank
carry on
you.
with our checks for that. So I think
Okay,
I'll just
yeah, finish away. Yeah, fine.
I think, I'm allowed to think, that's what I do, that this whole...
Can I pick up my camera?
Not a moment.
No,
This whole
okay.
scenario has been about you trying to provoke this.
No, not at all.
Well, that's what I
Well,
believe.
did
And I'm
I,
allowed
was I
to believe
rude?
that.
Was I rude
Not
to
at
you?
any point.
Oh, then. So why would I be provoking? See, that's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
you-
This is the powers that police advice, photography, section 43. You shouldn't be stopping me because I'm doing a legal activity. It says it there. It's a memo that's been sent out to you guys.
Yeah,
Yes,
you can read
try.
into anything
No,
as
but
much
yes,
as you
you-
like.
okay.
At the end of the day,
You won't have a conversation.
I'll leave you with that one.
so we can
See
go
if
through
we've
it,
got
can't
a
we?
number or whatever.
Ah, Okay,
Yeah?
fair enough.
Did you just call me boss?
Yeah, why not?
You called me boss. Why did you call me boss?
It's a lovely term of endearment, isn't it?
Why did you call me boss?
What would you like me to call you?
Well, I believe that I've just been unlawfully searched.
Right.
Yeah, under section 43. Yeah, I don't agree with 5 officers having to search me, considering I'm doing a legal. There's the bikes. There's the bikes. Let me take a picture of these bikes. Do you know something? Actually, listen. 5 of you are standing here, so as far as I'm concerned, you've all searched me.
Okay,
Yeah, even though these guys, you were okay in the
I
beginning,
wanna
so I ain't got
clarify with you,
nothing,
one
no
thing
issues
as
against
well.
you. This guy here, he's there telling me that I didn't engage in the beginning, but obviously the video will show differently. Yeah, I'm not a boss man or anything like that. Right, I think that's quite disrespectful.
Okay, what would you
yeah,
like me to call you?
in saying that. Right, yeah, I do want to stop fraud
What would you like me
actually.
to call you?
And the thing about it is, yeah, you believe that you done illegal activity. I believe that it was an illegal
we'll
search.
have to agree
I
to
told you
disagree
about the
on that,
section
won't we?
43 memo and all that sort of thing. I've got it in my bag
Yeah.
to show you. There's nothing that I've been doing. So
No one's suggesting that anything you've done is illegal. Because
This extremely intelligent sergeant says no one's suggesting you've done anything illegal. If nothing was illegal, why use terrorism powers? You cannot lawfully use Section 43 without reasonable suspicion of terrorism. The sergeant just admitted there's no illegal activity, which means there were never grounds for the stop.
either you
information
talk or
on
I'll
me,
talk.
which
If we
is
both talk at
it
the
doesn't
same
matter.
time, it'd be pointless.
Oh
wouldn't it?
well, then that's why I wasn't talking earlier on, because I didn't make 2 of us talking at the same time. Yeah,
Well, you
one
asked,
person at a
what
time.
are you doing? You said a social experiment. We said, what's the nature of that? And you refused to engage with us.
Okay.
Anyone can say it's a social experiment. You need to give us a
Okay.
little bit more.
So
you
if that's
end up getting
if that's what you want to do, fine, do it to everybody. If they want to film, it's up to you. It's cool, whatever.
Sir.
It
Don't call me sir.
is what it is.
Sir, good?
Oh, do you know something? I'm just like gonna stand here now because it's too many questions.
Could I ask
too
you
many
some
questions.
questions?
Yes, you can.
Excellent. Okay, so I know that you don't agree with our grounds.
Mm-hmm.
Those are our grounds, and they're subjective. They're my grounds, okay? And I've explained them to you. If you want to challenge them, you can.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not about you filming. Filming was the reason we come over to speak to you.
Okay.
And then once we've gone into that reason behind why you're filming, this is why I've used those powers.
Okay. So you had credible information that I could be a terrorist.
How would I know?
Or was it just that you came out to
Credible
talk to me?
information?
No. Well,
If there was
let
no
me
information, you'd have been arrested, wouldn't
let me just get this little bit of paper out again, which has the memo on it. Yeah. You haven't read it, have you? You didn't see this, did you?
No.
No. Well, I'm just going to read something to you, which it says in
Sir,
regards
what name would you like me to record
in
on
regards to suspicion.
this? What name would you like
Right.
me to record on this? What name
So
would you like
if you
me to
put
record
if you
on
put I don't need my name, thank you.
Declined, yeah?
So the third one, or this one here, yeah. What is reasonable suspicion? Yeah, the code explains that reasonable suspicion must be based on objective facts or information. It can never be based on the personal factors alone. Okay.
I'm quite happy with
have
that.
you got any objective facts?
Yeah.
What
I
are
am.
they?
My objective fact is that you was filming outside a police station.
It's illegal.
which
It's illegal.
Which could be.
It's legal.
Not at any point in here
It's-
does it
it's
say that
legal.
you've got to be acting illegally.
No, but
Here comes the knockout. The auditor reads directly from police guidance. Reasonable suspicion must be based on objective facts or information. It can never be based on personal factors alone. Then he asks, "Have you got any objective facts?" The sergeant responds with, "You were filming outside a police station." However, that's not an objective fact supporting terrorism suspicion. That's a description of lawful activity. Filming in public, as we all know, is a protected expression under the Human Rights Act. The sergeant has just revealed his reasonable suspicion, and it was nothing more than discomfort. That does not meet the legal threshold for Section 43. The order just destroyed his entire justification using the police's own guidance for me to film outside the police station. So why bother come out?
earlier on, or this officer said, it's a conversation and we've both got a conversation, so it's not an argument. Don't try to twist it, because he's already tried to twist stuff a little bit earlier on.
You're
Yep.
maybe trying to provoke us now.
Not at all. Not at all. So if that's the
Okay.
case, then
Well, what we
I'd
do-
advise you
what we
guys
do-
to go.
Well, once we finish, we will.
Okay, so I'm not trying to provoke you. I'll zip it, or shall you zip it? Which one?
I don't mind.
Yeah, zipping it.
Fine, okay. So you're not going to give us your name? You're not going to tell us where you come from. You're not going to try and put the officers inside that building at rest. The person outside is fine. There's no issues with them. All we know is what we see in front of us now. Your not civil duty to really help us to try and do the job a little bit better, to make us feel
That's
reassured.
all you wanted. If I would have agreed to that, you would have probably said, "All right, then no worries."
To make us feel
But
a
because
little
I
bit
didn't
more
agree to
reassured,
it,
you're not prepared to give
it
us
is
your
what it
name.
is, isn't it?
Is that what it is?
Even after finding nothing, this sergeant just keeps fishing. You're not going to give us your name. You're not going to tell us where you came from. Then the guilt trip. Your civil duty to help us feel comfortable. Make us feel good. This is manipulation after an unlawful detention. The auditor committed no offense. The sergeant is trying to extract information through social pressure after his legal justification collapsed. When the auditor refuses, the sergeant frames it as unreasonable. You don't want us to feel reassured. The auditor holds firm throughout. He's not being difficult. He's refusing to normalize rights violations. If he gave his details after this unlawful stop, he'd be teaching those officers that abuse works. Instead, he's clearly drawing the line exactly where the law does.
The man in jack boots, lovely.
Oh, that's what you are, isn't it?
Jack boots wore by paratroopers.
I'm not talking to you, sir.
Right, there you go. There's your form. All right.
Right. I'm sure you've got what you come for. I'll maybe see you another time. Okay? Thank you. Okay, fellas?
It's a walk of shame, gentlemen.
This case is a clear example of what happens when authority oversteps its bounds. Yardsky went out to film a lawful social experiment, calmly explaining his purpose. Yet officers escalated the situation and detained him under powers meant for genuine threats. His actions weren't reckless. They were legal, transparent, and entirely within his rights. By standing firm, citing official guidance, and challenging the misuse of power, Yardley not only protected his own rights, but exposed the wider problem in modern-day policing. His persistence paid off. He later won a legal case and was awarded £800 for the unlawful detention. Situations like this show why it's vital to know your rights. If you want to be prepared, grab my Know Your Rights guide. It breaks down exactly what you can and can't do in encounters with the police and what they legally can and cannot ask of you. The link is in the description. Understanding the law isn't just about avoiding trouble. It's about holding power accountable. Thank you for watching. Stay informed, stay aware, and never underestimate the impact of knowing your rights. Peace.